Good evening, Stevens Point. I'm Ryan Kreft. This week in SPTV News, no more publishing of several Dr. Seuss books, COVID relief bill talks stall, and vaccine milestones are reached in Wisconsin. All this and more when we return. There's been a stir about Dr. Seuss the past week. Dr. Seuss Enterprises, the company that represents and prints Seuss's books, announced on the author's 117th birthday that 6 of his books would no longer be published, citing racist and objectionable depictions of people in artwork. The 6 books include And to Think I Saw It on Mulberry Street, If I Ran the Zoo, Melligot's Pool, On Beyond Zebra, Scrambled Eggs Super, and The Cat's Quizzer. Dr. Seuss Enterprises said that while they chose to no longer publish some of his works, they want his other stories to continue exciting and inspiring readers as they have for generations, and that they still are. Additionally, on Seuss's birthday, also known as Read Across America Day, local printing company Warzala restocked several little free libraries with children's books by Seuss and others. Vice President of Human Resources at Warzala, Brian Petruzalik, said that they want children to have access to a wide variety of books whenever and wherever. The U.S. Senate has begun to debate the next COVID relief bill after it was passed by the House last week, the chamber being split 50-50. It was only decided there would be a debate after a tie-breaking vote from the vice president. Other roadblocks have appeared as well, such as Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson asking that the more than 600-page bill be read in full, as well as heightened security concerns about potential violence at the Capitol. For more, we go to CNN's Emily Schmidt.
If you want to know what's in the 600-page, $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill, you could hear every word of it. Republican Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson says reading, which could take about 10 hours, would drag out a vote he considers too broad. Utah Senator Mitt Romney says he agrees with Johnson's tactic. Democrats have a different read on the delay. The Senate bill is different than what the House approved, and one big change hinges on income. In both versions, individuals making less than $75,000 a year and couples earning less than $150,000 could bank on $1,400 per person. But the Senate cap is lower than the House. Those who make more than $80,000 a year or couples earning twice that will not see any relief. With a 50-50 split in the Senate, Democrats don't have room to lose a vote. Yet as she said that, the House was in recess in response to federal law enforcement on high alert. An intelligence bulletin issued earlier warned militia extremists talked of targeting the Capitol and Democratic lawmakers on or around March 4th. According to 2 defense officials, Capitol Police requested a 2-month extension of National Guard troop support at the Capitol to firm up security for lawmakers. In Washington, I'm Emily Schmidt.
The president had plans to have the bill passed by mid-March. As of now, that is still on track to happen. But due to a number of factors, that timeline is still up in the air. On Wednesday, Wisconsin passed the milestone of 1.5 million vaccine doses administered. Demographically, more than half of the residents 65 and over have had at least one shot, and a quarter have had both. Around 9% of the state's population is fully vaccinated, due in part to vaccination efforts. The number of active cases in the state is down to levels not seen since 4th of July. Officials hope that the recently authorized one-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine will decrease case levels even more. Though this data seems promising, health officials say it is not yet time to ditch masks and other precautionary measures, as Texas and other states have recently voted to do. Nearly a year into the pandemic, we at SPTV would like to hang on for a bit longer to keep each other safe. and we'll make it out of this sooner than later. That's all the news stories we have for you this week. After the break, Nathan Wegner will give us an update in the world of entertainment on and offline.
90 FM is the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point alternative radio station. It showcases some really awesome new music and old alternative music. So it's a really great opportunity for students to get involved in radio and in all the processes that happen behind the scenes.
90 FM is an important experience because it offers things that no place else, maybe not only on campus but at other universities. We have a general staff of over 100 volunteers, a lot of which are community volunteers. So those are people that are living in Stevens Point.
On this beautiful radio station, you are tuned into College Radio Day, right here on 90 FM, your only alternative.
It just has the potential to be something as great as you want to make it.
Can you tell our viewers what radio station they should be listening to?
You should listen to 89.9, 90 FM, your only alternative.
Hey Pointers, I'm Nathan Wegner. This week in SPTV Entertainment, the 78th annual Golden Globes were held last weekend. The show went virtual this year with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler co-hosting from opposite ends of the country. The film Nomadland made a splash, winning Best Motion Picture for Drama and having director Chloe Zhao get Best Director for Motion Picture. Pixar's Soul won the award for Best Animated Movie as well as Best Musical Score. In the world of television, The Crown and Schitt's Creek each won Best TV Series for Drama and Comedy, respectively. Other notable moments included Chadwick Boseman being posthumously awarded Best Motion Picture Actor for his role in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom and the sequel to Borat's subsequent movie film, winning the other Best Motion Picture Award for Comedy. Moving on to some local entertainment, Case is back to hosting movie nights. The runner-up for the animation category in the Golden Globes, The Croods: A New Age, will be showing next weekend. Showings will take place on March 11th and 13th at 7 and 9:30 both nights. Captions will be available at both of the 9:30 showings. Coming out with some friends to the DUC Theater for a good time. This week seems to be a big one for local music performances. Tomorrow, Saturday the 6th, we have Doug Sheen playing at Backcountry Brewing in Plover from 7 to 10 p.m. and Kevin Tressler at Mainstream Taps bringing you folk and blues at 7:30. The Barefoot Americans will be playing their first live show at the District 1 Brewing Company from 6:30 to 9:30. And Quentin Cafal presents his one-man drum show at Rookie Sports Bar, sporting at 8:30. Looking ahead to next weekend, we've got acoustic band Soul Whiskey playing at District 1 from 6:30 to 9:30, and Amelia Ford mixing soft soprano and raw grit to make some awesome folk rock songs at Mainstream Taps, starting at 7:30. That's all I have for you tonight at the SPTV Entertainment. For more, check out our entertainment shows What's the Point and You Got Game, hosted by Ryan Kreft, as well as some other new entertainment shows coming up soon. Next off, we'll pass it off to Alli Buckets with SPTV Sports.
UW-Stevens Point is home.
It's a university where professors know your name and get you involved in research.
They inspire us to realize big dreams.
At UW-Stevens Point, sustainability is what we stand for.
Our beautiful campus encourages exploration, developing new fields, and problem solving for the real world.
It's a great place to launch your career.
UW-Stevens Point is home.
Apply today at uwsp.edu.
Hey Pointers, I'm Alli Buckets here with SPTV Sports. Let's get right into it. The Milwaukee Bucks had a decent couple of games this past week, playing the LA Clippers, the Denver Nuggets, and the Memphis Grizzlies. They pulled out ahead in 2 of the 3 with narrow victories against the Clippers and the Grizzlies. However, they suffered a sizable loss of 128-97 against the Nuggets. Giannis was the highest scorer in all 3 games, earning 89 points in total this week. Looking ahead, their next game will be this Thursday, the 11th, at 7 against the New York Knicks. Spring training games recently began for the Brewers. They've played 6 games so far, having won at least half. We don't yet have the results of today's game as of filming, but so far they've beat the Chicago White Sox, the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the San Diego Padres. They've got another 6 games lined up, so stay tuned for more updates. In other news with the Brewers, they recently signed Jackie Bradley Jr., one of the top remaining free agents in the MLB. He should make a good addition to the team as their go-to center fielder. Moving on to Pointer Sports. Men's hockey had 2 games already this week, winning 6-3 over UW Stout last Friday and tying it 2-2 against Northland College on Wednesday. Their last regular season game is tonight, March 5th at 7 o'clock. Men's basketball also finished up this week. Unfortunately, they lost both of their games, one against UW River Falls and the other in the WIC quarterfinals against UW La Crosse. In women's sports, the basketball team lost the last 2 of their games, first against River Falls and the later La Crosse in the quarterfinals. The hockey team has been doing a bit better, winning both of their games over Northland College, but losing the first against UW Superior. They match up again tonight in Superior for their final regular season game at 7. That's all I have today for you tonight in SPTV Sports. Once again, I'm Alli Bucket. Stay safe and healthy, Pointers. And as always, roll Dogs!
Quiet on set. We'll be back in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take Ben.
Live at SPTV, mic check, audio check, news directors adjusting the sound, teleprompter running smoothly. Floor director, alert! Cameras are rolling, bring in the talent. Where's the makeup artist? Anchors ready for the news. Are you ready to join SPTV? That's a wrap, lights out.
Hey Pointers, welcome to the weekly Student Government Association update. This week in SGA, Senate passed a letter in support of President Biden's executive orders pertaining to equality, diversity, and inclusion. Please reach out to Yazid Allen if you have any questions or if you would like to join the Inclusivity Committee. SGA elections are fast approaching. Follow SGA's social media for updates on the election as well as information to get to know your candidates. Thanks everyone. That's all we have for you today this week in SPTV News. Until next time, Stevens Point, stay safe and have a great night.